So let's go into our Wuji stance. Feet shoulder width apart. Feet flat on the floor. And as usual, if you could turn on your video so I can just get a sense of what people are doing, that's always helpful. Knees should be relaxed, just slightly bent. Bring the hips forward just a little bit so the tailbone is pointing straight down towards the floor. Feel like the top of the head is being lifted upward, elongating the spine. Bring the chin down and in just a bit. Let the shoulders drop down and slightly forward, slightly rounded, bringing the arms around in front. Breathe in and out through the nose. Let's just practice our abdominal breathing. So go ahead and put your hands right below the belly button. That's the location of the lower dantian, or the lower energy center. And as you breathe in through the nose, let the abdomen expand outward, pulling the breath all the way down into the abdomen. We pause. And then with the exhalation, the abdomen moves back towards the spine, pushing the breath all the way up and out the nose. And then we pause again and begin our inhalation. Trying to make it long, smooth, relaxed. Focus on the quality of the air as it enters and exits your nostrils. Feel your feet making contact with the ground. Even dig your toes in just a little bit so every part of the foot is making contact with the ground. Become aware of that connection to the center of the earth. At the same time, feel the earth rising up to support you, to merge with you. And just take a couple of nice, deep breaths. And just feel your whole body relax. Good. First movement we're going to do is from the 8 brocade, hold up the heavens. So we're just going to turn so our palms are up in front of the lower dantian. As we breathe in, we want to try to visualize or feel, or both, the energy coming up through the floor, through the bottom of your feet, up the legs. And then as the hands float upward, fingers intertwine. They come floating up, they turn in front of your face. They come up and slightly back as you look between your fingers. And then exhale down. So we pause, gathering the energy, breathe in. Hold the breath for a second as you look forward. And then breathe out as you sweep down. So we breathe in, bringing the energy up, following the hands slightly behind you, looking up at the ceiling, then holding that position, look forward, and then sweep down. Nice long inhalation. Holding the breath. Nice long exhalation. A couple more times. You can do it at your own pace. Try to synchronize the breath with the movement. Last one. Good. Let's do the spine enlivening series. Open up the back, the spine. So for now, just turn from the waist. Try not to move the knees very much. Try to slow it down as the hands float through the air. See if you can sense some resistance. You should feel the air moving between your fingertips, but also some resistance to your hands moving through your energetic field, the Wei Qi, Qi being energy. A couple more times, nice and slow. Try not to go around so far that you end up flexing the knees. So the knees stay pointing straight forward the entire time. Good. Step out to a slightly wider stance. And now let your arms just hang. Chinese like to say is ribbons of silk. And as you turn from side to side, your arms come up and strike your body just below the belly button and directly behind on that point we call the Ming Men, or the door of life. Hence, this posture is called knocking on the door of life. Look over the shoulder, get a little further around each time. Feel the vertebra turning all the way from the bottom of the spine all the way up into the neck. See if you get a little more movement each time, looking back a little bit further. Good. Now, as you turn away, you're going to come up onto your toe. So as I turn to the side, I'm lifting the heel. So stimulating the kidney 1 point, beginning of the kidney meridian at the bottom of your foot. Also known as the bubbling spring. Couple more. Good, go back to flat-footed. And this time, as you turn, the side that you're turning towards, you're going to lift your toes off the ground. Stimulating the other meridians coming up the sides of the leg, the ankle. We have 6 meridians going up and down the legs, 6 meridians going up and down the arms. And come back to flat-footed. Now see if you can't get a little more movement than you did previously. Look over that shoulder, look behind you. And let's raise one arm at a time up to the chest, just inside the shoulder. Just tap that with a nice open fist, stimulating the lung points for improved respiration and immune system. Now we're going to raise the hand even higher and come around the back of the neck, stimulating the gallbladder and triple warmer meridians for clearer thinking, higher intuition, but also for improved immune system. And come back down to the front of the chest. Go back down to the abdomen. And again, see if you can get a little more movement. And slow it down, go back to water waves where your hands are just moving through the air. And again, try to sense that energy field around you. If you don't, that's fine. But just become aware that there is this field. Good, slow it down. Next part in spine enlivening, one of my favorites, spinal cord breathing. The key to that is sticking your butt out or pushing your hips back. So they're going to go back and forward. So here you push the hips back, raise the arms up, elbows higher than the shoulders, bent at about a 45-degree angle. Then lean back while you're still sticking your butt out, chest to the ceiling, look up to the ceiling, pull those elbows down, pull the shoulder blades down and together, and open that chest. And breathing out, hands face you, forearms come together, chin gets tucked into the chest. We really don't bend very much at the waist. The hips come forward, however, as you pull and round your back. So breathe in, pause, get a little extra stretch. Breathe out, pause and get a little extra stretch. This is a great movement for opening up the spaces between the vertebrae, especially the lower back. I know a number of people who've had sciatica, and this has done wonders. But just like all the postures, make sure you're staying within your comfort zone. The joke in QiGong is, the expression we use is no pain, no pain. Here, you never want to experience pain. You never want to feel discomfort. Limit the motion to your comfort level. Couple more. As you come up, really find a way to open that chest and get that little arch in the back. And then we reverse the arch in the back and we close down the chest. We pull the shoulder blades apart. Last one. Got a little bit of a wider stance. Let the arms just hang. We're going to do, well, actually, put your hands on the upper part of your thighs. And let's do moves like a river. So the idea here is we're going to move to one side. We're going to push the hips out to the side. Then we're going to let the shoulder drop. Then the head drops. That kind of pushes the hips to the opposite way, so we shift to that way, then let the shoulder and the head drop, and then kind of put them all together, moving only side to side, moving the spine sideways and like a snake. Nice and easy. I always liken this to a strand of kelp in the ocean, just slowly and gently being moved by the waves. Try to make it side to side. Some of you are turning your shoulders. Don't want to do that. It's just side to side. The shoulders rise and fall, and that's it. Spine moves in 6 directions. So by doing these 3 postures, we move them in all those 6 directions and get it to loosen up. Good, couple more. Slow it down, come to a stop. And just put the hands down towards the earth. Let's do a little cloud walking. So bring the feet in a little bit closer. Let's start just with the legs. So all you're going to do is you breathe in, you're going to lift the leg up. Breathe out, put it back down. Then to the opposite side, breathe in, lift. Breathe out, put it down. If you need a chair or a wall or something to stabilize you while you're doing this, it's absolutely fine. Whatever works. Just get into that nice rhythm, breathing in, breathing out, breathing in, breathing out. Good. So now let's get the arms involved. So as one leg comes up, the opposite arm rises and then settles. So they're synchronized with the movement and with the breath. Breathe in, breathe out. Pausing between. Breathe in, pause. Breathe out, pause. Couple more. Do one more each side. And down. Good. Do extended shoulder rolls. So here you really want to turn your hands. So as I'm going to bring my shoulders up, then I'm going to turn my palms out, bring the thumbs around. That opens the chest. Then we drop the shoulders down and then move them forward, closing down or rotating the thumbs in. So it's nice, big movement. Turning the entire arm, not just from the wrist. So that really opens the chest and then closes the chest. Good. One more time around, then we're going to reverse. So up the back and front now. Couple more. Slow it down and come to a stop. Kind of just shake it out a little bit. Let's just do alternating. So I'm going to do one shoulder forward, then the other. Just a little bit of movement. Forward, then back. Good. Let's do rowing the boat. Go back to feet about shoulder width apart. Bring your arms up, relaxed but extended from the body, not straight out. Imagine you're grabbing an oar here, grabbing oars. You're going to pull them down as your hips come forward. And the hip goes back as you push it away. Breathe in as it comes in. Breathe out as it goes away. Really use the hips so you don't have to move the arms very much. The easier you can make a movement, the less resistance there is, and the more the energy can flow. So we use our body mechanics rather than our muscles whenever we can. So notice as my hips go back, my arms drift forward. My hips come forward, my arms naturally come back. So I don't have to move them very much at all. Two more. Good. Okay. Have the palms facing each other down by the lower dantian. Going to lift energy again from the floor, from the earth, up the body. Palms continue to face each other. Bring them as high as comfortable without locking the elbows. Then lean from the waist to the left. I'll mirror you. Back to center. Lean to the right. Back to center. Turn to the left. Back to center. Turn to the right. Back to the center. And down. bending and twisting like bamboo. So we breathe in all the way up. Breathe out as we bend. Breathe in back to center. Breathe out as we bend again. Breathe in. Breathe out as we twist. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Last one. And down. Good. Bring your hands up. Turn your right palm up, left palm down. Look at the left palm, left hand. Now, as you go to look at your right, you're going to reverse the hands positions, turning the thumbs as far as comfortable. We do that back and forth. Make sure to turn from the entire arm, not from the wrist. This is one of the few situations where the elbow is locked out, but it's comfortably just straight ahead. It shouldn't be tight in terms of locking it out, but we want to be able to rotate the entire arm all the way up into the shoulder socket. One more time each side. And relax, shake it out. Actually, let's do some shaking. So feet about shoulder width apart, a little wider so that you feel nice and stable. Just start bending at the knees. And just let the rest of the body relax. And eventually the wrists start shaking, the arms start shaking, the head starts shaking. Just shake everything out. This one you want to breathe in through the nose and out through the mouth. And as you're breathing in especially, picture gold light coming in through the top of your head. And imagine the shaking is like a pile driver, moving that gold light through the body, down the head, the neck, the shoulders, the chest, the abdomen, the hips, the legs, all the way down into the ground. And as that gold light moves through your body, you can repeat it. Picture it clearing any darkness, any energetic stagnation or blockages, filling your body with this warm, loving, golden light. Let's use one of the healing sounds. Let's use the heart sound. So as you breathe out, you're going to go ha with an extended A. So we breathe in through the nose, and then ha, 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 ha. One more time. Good, just let it slow down, come to a stop, and just look inward. Try to notice where that energy is buzzing through your body. but also become aware of where it's not, where you may have some energetic blockages or stagnation or muscle tension or maybe some pain. Don't give it any thought, just identify it. Expression the Chinese have is the mind directs the qi. So by just identifying these points, we facilitate healing. Good. Gather the energy again, bring it up from the ground, up to the torso as the palms face upward, and then they're going to come over to your left shoulder. Palms facing the body. Look at that outer palm. Now, as we breathe out, the palms turn away and push away using the heel of the hand. Pull those fingers back just a little bit, not uncomfortably, just so the emphasis is on pushing with the heel of the hand. Then we look back at that hand as we draw it back in, breathing in. Pause, breathe out. Push away and look away. Look to the horizon. Then as you turn, follow the palm coming in with your eyes. So we're doing the micro, then the macro. Dragon spreads its tail. Breathing in as it comes in. Breathing out as it goes out. One more time. Breathe it in all the way into the chest and then down into the ground. Gather fresh energy. As you breathe in, come up to the right shoulder. Looking at that palm. Now look away and push away. Breathe in as it comes towards you. Breathe out as it goes away. One more time. Bring the energy in, send that energy down that no longer serves you to be recycled into the ground. Bringing down the heavens, turn the palms up. As you're breathing in, gather the energy, feel the weight of the energy in your palms. Pause and breathe out, push that energy down through the top of your head, the Bai Hui point, all the way down the torso, down the legs, into the ground. Pause, gather fresh energy as you breathe in. Pause, breathe out as we push that energy down through the body, cleansing, clearing. One more time. Good. Chin tucks. So you got to use your chin. We're not going to lean back. I don't want anybody crimping the back of their neck. You're just going to push forward with your chin and pull it straight in. Breathe out as you go forward. Breathe in as you come back. One more time. Good. Now let's do golden cock pecs rice. Again, we're going to lead with the chin, but this time we're going to push up and forward. Feel the stretch all the way through the front of the neck and come back to neutral. Then you're going to push your chin down and forward, feeling the stretch in the back of the neck. So it's all with leading from the chin. Exhaling as you stretch, inhaling as you come back to neutral. One more time. Good. Take a couple of nice deep breaths here. Let the hands float up, or actually feel like the wrists come up. And then as you breathe out, they float down. Good. Feel the energy in your palms, in the back of your hands, in your fingertips. One more time. Good. And this time, leave the right hand down, left hand comes around, scoops up the energy, pushes the right hand up, and they both turn palm down. Then we switch. Breathe in as you're gathering the energy. Breathe out as you go down. Kuan Yin paints the rainbow. Follow the hand with your eyes as you go back. Feel the gathering of that energy. One more time each side. So coming around, gathering the energy, and then imagine that ball of energy is pushing that other hand up, and then they both turn palm down. Let's do that twice more. One time each side. Around, push, and down. Then we sweep the other way. Up and down. Good. Let's go into repulse the monkey. Similar kind of movement. Up here, we're going to come back, gathering energy, pushing it into the head. Then taking whatever energy we no longer need, no longer serves, pushing it down the arm, off the fingertips. Then that hand sweeps back, gathers the energy to the head. Palm up on the opposite hand, goes down and out the fingers. So it's very much like the crawl stroke in swimming. But we're going to do it much, much slower. Really try to concentrate on feeling that energy as you go down your arm, especially when the two palms cross. We have a point called the Lao Gung point. It's almost like a mini chakra. And so when they cross, you really might be able to feel the energy there, and then being able to feel it being pushed out the fingertips. One more time, each side. Good, bring your hands down. Open the chest, go to a little bit of a wider stance. Bring the arms up, do a giant swan dive. Keeping the back flat. And then let the back relax, let the head relax, the neck relax, and just hang. The only place you should feel any tension is in the back of the legs. Each time you exhale, see if you can go a little bit deeper, a little closer to the floor. Step out to a little wider stance. That'll make it easier to put your hands on the floor. When you get a little straighter on the legs, you'll feel it more now higher up in the legs. And just let the head hang, the neck hang, everything just relax. Now we're going to slowly roll up, starting with the lower back. So the hips come forward, everything else stays down. As we stack one vertebra on top of the other, the low back, the mid back, the shoulders, the neck, and then just drop back a little bit, and then come back down. We'll do that one more time. So just relax into it. And then bring the hips forward. Just feel each vertebra. Don't rush it. Nice and slow. One stacking on top of the other. And then lean back. Good. Bring the feet in a bit. Keeping that chest open for a moment. And then collapse it, standing nice and tall, but then collapse the chest, putting the hands in like a prayer position. So we breathe in. Feel the energy, just soak it up like you're sitting out on the back porch, soaking up the sun. And then pushing that into the body and throughout the body. So breathe in. Breathe out. Heart to the sky. One more time, and then we're going to transition into lung flow, which is very similar. This time, palms facing the earth as they come back, opening the chest. Then turn the palms up, first finger and thumb touch. Forearms come together, elbows come together. Pulling the shoulders forward. One more time. Good. Let the hands drop. Go to a little wider, stable stance. And let's do plucking a star to form the Big Dipper. So with your left hand, reach across the body. then up and across. Picture grabbing that star, plucking it, moving it across the sky, spreading that stardust out. Then bringing it back to the center and down into your body. And then we switch to the opposite side. Come across, pluck, stardust, gathering the stardust and pulling it into our body. Breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in. One more time each side. Good. Now using all that energy we generated, feel it in your hands. Let's make a chi ball first. So palms facing each other about 4 or 5 inches apart. Fingers and hands relaxed. You're lightly holding this ball. And as you breathe in, the ball expands just about 2-3 inches. As you breathe out, it contracts back to that starting point. Just see if you can't feel that energy building between your palms. And then come back and just hold that energy. Roll it around a little. Rock it back and forth. Notice there's something of substance in your hand. Now try not to think about it, but the hands just go where they want to push that energy into the body where it's most needed. So just take it and just push it in. Breathe it in. Feel that warmth enter the body and then spread out. Good. Bring your feet much closer together. Bringing down the heavens again as we breathe in, gathering the energy. Breathe out as we push it down the body into the ground. Twice more. And we're going to finish with one hand over the lower abdomen. Either intertwine the webbing of the thumbs or grab the wrist with one hand. It doesn't matter which hand is on top. Bring the feet together as close as you can comfortably. Let your body relax, rock and sway. As that energy moves through your palms into that lower dantian, and then spirals down your legs and up your torso. And just picture brilliant white light coursing through your body, removing any darkness, any stagnation, any blockages. removing negative thoughts and emotions, as every part of your body becomes filled with this loving energy. And then when you feel every part of your body is aglow, let that energy expand outward, encasing you in a protective cocoon. And just float weightlessly inside this cocoon. And as you do, become aware of what it feels like to be safe, to be healthy, to be at peace. Take a deep breath, gather those energies, those feelings, and take them with you for the rest of the day.